Engine man can have love for the truckie. Beautiful minds, but we love getting ugly. Risk takers with a clover, man, we love getting lucky. You run, we chase fire, I love when it ducks me. Tones go off, house watch, read the address out. 1075, get up off the magic couch. 500 gallons prepared for the baddest drought. Who else you want on the way when disaster's Can't even get a little bit rattled when you enter with exit apparel. Mayday, member down, they'll drag you. You won't get this from every Tom, Dick, and Harold, but here's a view from the top floor with Mickey Farrell.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of A View from the Top Floor. Transitional attack. This word that has taken the fire service on by storm in the past few years has been changed. I guess it's called inside water, outside water. I'm not really sure if that's a good change, to be honest with you. I think that putting any name on this sense of a tactic is setting the fire service up for failure. It's a tactic that's always been used, and good, aggressive engine companies use it. I can tell you a handful of fires in my career where we knocked fire back just to get into the front door to make the turn. Is it a transitional attack? I guess in definition it may be. Is it outside water going inside for a moment until we transitioned into the inside attack? But what I really want to talk about is not the UL study and the BTUs of putting water from the outside to buy time, because in reality, buying time is breaking the tempo. Every fire has a tempo. People are moving into position. When you have position-based firefighting, people are gaining position on the fire building. By stopping, pausing, and hitting an outside line into the fire window, we are pausing that tempo. Are conditions getting better? I'm not going to debunk or challenge science. If science says so, maybe. Do I care? Not really, because when you have position-based firefighting, members are entering that fire building at every access point. So by putting an outside stream into the inside of a fire building, you're changing conditions, for my opinion, the worse for firefighters and civilians. And for those of you that say it's not true, I go that you can read all the studies and tell you how it's lowering temperature and it's increasing oxygen levels. But when you've been on the other side of that line, of a line going in the window, I'm telling you, it does not feel good. So communication is, I think, what we really have to talk about, and get away from the different definitions, the acronyms, the terminology, the science behind it all, because your form of truck work is gaining position on the fire, like I said. So as we gain position, we have to talk about isolation, communication of when we do direct that stream in the window, if that's the tactic you choose to do, because many departments are using this as a default system of not going in the fire building. And many may argue staffing. Is staffing really the issue, or is it fear? That I'm not quite sure. It probably changes from region to region, area to area, department to department, individual to individual. But transitional water delays, confuses, and undermines the coordinated attack. And one thing I don't quite understand is when we're hitting that exterior line through the upper floor window, thinking that we're quote unquote buying time and then repositioning that line to the interior. In reality, you're going to have to reattack that fire from the inside anyway. By the time you hit it from the outside, and either drop that charge line in the yard and go stretch a dry line up, if that's what your protocol may say to do, even though I don't necessarily agree with that. If you have an open interior stairwell in a private dwelling, you're going to have to reattack that fire, because the fire is going to grow in the time that you hit it from the outside and that quote unquote transition to reattack from the inside. This is firefighting 101, the basics, common sense. That first line should be going through the front door, protecting the interior stairs for civilians coming down, but also for my firefighters from a truck standpoint, going to the floors above the fire. That engine company sole purpose is to protect the stairs and then attack the seat of the fire. Delaying that could have detrimental moments for the fireground, for the firefighters, and the civilians above. When it's all said and done, we're not winning fires from the yard or the sidewalk. They're won through disciplined, coordinated interior work as we protect the stairs, hold the tempo, and keep the rhythm that drives life-saving operations on the fireground. Now, transitional attack, or outside water, if that's the terminology we're using today, it has its place during it under extreme conditions. There's no question about that. I'm not questioning that. But as a baseline tactic that I'm seeing advertised throughout social media and throughout the fire service today, a baseline tactic of outside water simply breaks the momentum, disrupts the coordination, and it plays to the wrong beat of a fire. So at the end of the day, just understand that when you are professional firefighting, and when I say professional firefighting, it's position-based, that we pull up to a fire building. Everybody goes into the position without question, understanding where we fit in, because that's what makes professional firefighters, not necessarily a paycheck. It's understanding where you fit in, filling those gaps, pivoting in the moment. Transitional attack as a default system could be deadly, not only for the civilians, but for us as the firefighters gaining position on the fire building. Common sense firefighting 101, guys. Don't overthink it. It's only firefighting. We're not building rockets here. We're fighting fires. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Just something that was on my mind I wanted to jump on and talk about real quick. Again, I appreciate all the support. If you have DM'd me in Instagram over the past couple years and I never responded, there's a good chance I never got it because I just found an entire new folder within Instagram that I had messages back from 2023. So if you were one of those people, I apologize if I never got back to you. So please reach out again. All right, guys, Mickey Farrell, View from the Top Floor. Thanks for all the support. Like, subscribe, and share the new channel. Stay low and let it blow.